You from Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. About ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and to change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw his car. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Carr to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Kamara up the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
But it's 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's into space past the 25. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the Saints 1st down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Saints 7, Jaguars 0.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9. Carr going to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Michael Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Jaguars nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
11.
Lawrence on third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Oh, what a move. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A run for Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Now Carr. Touchdown! Taysom Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, lion!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get... about it.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Hey, run! Hey, kill! Silver!
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. ETN once more. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here we go, sir.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. ETN up the middle. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, sir.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Christian Kirk. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 35-yard line.
Second down and 3.
30 left. Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit.